Hey, Shalom, Mark. Hello? Hey, Shalom, can you hear me, bro? You on mute?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother.
All praises. Hey, so what's going on? You can unmute yourself. We can chop it up.
It's kind of a double thing. I
You need to cut your YouTube off. You need to
Yeah,
close
I
out
gotta
if you
cut my
want.
YouTube off. Yeah, I gotta cut my YouTube off. Hold on, let me come. I had to cut my YouTube off. My bad.
All praises.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, come.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was in the comment section. I was in the comment section last live. Hold on, let me try to mic up. I don't know. I think we spoke before. Um, I was in the comment section on your last live.
Okay.
I was challenging you on the Latino thing. It's in this my position. I spoke with both of y'all before. I don't know if y'all remember. It might have been about 6 months ago. But
Okay.
it seemed like y'all tell our story, right? Like even last live, you told about how a black man got jumped on by the police and they broke a black man's leg. But then it's like our story, and then y'all say, "See, this is why blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going through this." Tell their story. I want to hear their story. It's time to start hearing their story. Because in my opinion, yeah, that's fair, right? That's fair, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
Because in my opinion, it seemed like they all they do is piggyback off our movement. You know what I mean? They piggyback off everything we do. You know what I mean? Like we don't hear nothing about them. We don't see these big camps in their homelands and all that. It ain't no awakening in their homeland. We don't see that. So I want to know their story. If this my people, I could be wrong. I'm saying that they ain't my people. I'm saying that I'm saying they just as racist as the white man. They just as evil as the white man, and they in on it too. That's what I'm saying. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah, and look, brother, I do understand where you're coming from, and I want to start off by just saying this: that when you look at media coverage, the stories of black men, right, so-called black men getting shot down in the street, those stories are more provocative than the Hispanic brothers and sisters getting shot down or getting whatever happened to them. Right, so they like to portray us getting shot down. And why do you think that is? Because Judah is the head tribe, right? You understand where I'm coming from when I say that?
I really don't. I mean, I understand where you're coming from because I've been doing a little research and I've been learning. You know what I mean? I kind of fell off because I was disheartened. You know what I mean? But I understand your ideology right there. But what I'm saying is that they ain't got nothing to do with this. They fleeing their homeland to come over here. Whatever happened to them, they fleeing their homeland to come here to get shot down like us. That don't make sense.
They fleeing the violence in their homeland, right? In the land that they're dwelling in, right? And look, I like to say that a lot of the Northern Kingdom is coming over here for judgment. And I mean, that's real talk because 2/3 of Israel going to get destroyed in Babylon. That's what the Bible say, right?
Okay, now I like that. All right, now what you saying is there's something. All right, so they're gonna be judged on this land. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like
of course.
Now that's I never heard nobody say that. I never heard nobody say that. Yeah, because a lot of them evil as fuck. Most of them it's their culture. They
practice. They do practice a lot of. We do too. Don't try to snake us
like no white supremacy and all that type of shit. We don't practice that.
Well, look, no, we don't. We don't come from that angle, right? And I would just say because there's a bit of different dynamic in the oppression, right? And I like to say that our oppressor, right, tries to pit us against each other to make it be a rift between brown and black people, right? When really there is no rift there, right? And look, They follow everything that Judah does. They follow it because that's the Bible says. That's what they gonna do. Everybody follows the head tribe. If we bang, they gonna bang, right? If we rap, they rap. I mean, if we whatever we do, they do it.
But the world does that though. The world does that.
The world does that too. But I was just painting the example of how the enemy, right? These Edomites, they try to separate us, and that gets into in Isaiah where it says that Judah is going to vex Ephraim, and vice versa. All right, so that's biblical.
Okay, now that's interesting. Vex means what? Hate.
In a sense.
Okay, now we don't.
In a sense to be bothered by, right?
I know it. Like, this is the thing though. We that ain't never been our culture. I'm not sure what your background is, but as a Black American, right? We never hated them. It's always been our culture to say my Black and brown brothers, my brown brothers, and they going through the same thing we going through.
I'm gonna cut you off, bro. But you can only speak to like where you grew up at. I grew up in Queens, New York. You know what I'm saying? But I lived all up and down the East Coast, right? And I've seen and I've heard. I mean, I've lived in different places where, you know, people made jokes. We made jokes on Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. Some Hispanics, you know, right?
A joke. Okay, now joking is one thing, but I'm saying like for it to be a part of the culture. Grandma ain't never said, "Hey, hate those Puerto Ricans," or "We don't like those Mexicans."
You remember? I can't remember. I think it's How to Be a Player, that Bill Bellamy movie, right? When he was talking to his mom, right, and his mom was talking about how he don't be dating these white women, right? And he was talking about the Hispanic woman. And she said, it's just another white woman who don't speak no motherfucking English.
That's real. That's real talk though. That's real. That's what I'm saying.
But you just said you can't have it both ways. You just said that we ain't racist against them.
But no, we not. But that's just another white group.
But I'm just saying is that but look, take that out. That's your view. But I'm just pointing out that's in our culture. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't know. Like, all right, now what's your lineage, brother? Do you go back to slavery here in America?
Yes, I go back to slavery here in America. My folks were slaves in North Carolina.
Okay, now you go back to slavery here in America.
Yes.
Listen. That's not a part of Black American culture. When we talk about the people of the collard greens, the fried chicken, the Michael Jackson, the Harriet Tubman, them people, we ain't never got no history of subjugating or hating on nobody. A joke here and there. We ain't never.
I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but you saying that because we're not in a position to do that.
We don't got no desire. We were in position before before we had the upper hand. I'm gonna take Los Angeles for example.
No. I get, when were we in a position as a collective to really oppress any set of people here in America?
I'm going to give it to you. They came to our neighborhoods. The white man ain't want them. They came to our neighborhoods. We accepted them in as brothers. That was us talking about Rainbow Coalition. That was us talking about our Black and brown brothers.
Yeah, but you're making it seem like they hate us as a collective. They don't.
They do. It's a part of the culture. Maliha La Raza. That's a saying that they have. Lighten up the race. Purify the race.
I mean, that's hatred for they. That I look at that. Most people look at that. I've heard that it's hatred for themselves, but there are Judites that do that too. They do skin bleaching heavy down there in the Caribbean.
I'm not Caribbean. I can't speak for them. I'm talking about Black American.
All I'm saying is that it's not uncommon. Yeah, here in America, but the Southern Kingdom, our brothers and sisters down in the Caribbean, they also part of what you would consider to be Jews.
I wouldn't consider them that.
What do you consider them then? Because they came from the exact same place we did.
But no, I believe in this. What I believe, if what y'all saying is true, for me, is you got to fit the description totally, because we can make anybody fit parts of the description. We can make anybody. We can say, oh, these people are poor too. They cursed in the fields and cursed in the city too. But they Filipinos. They don't fit it. I'm talking about who fit every single curse. That's because it posted you have to fit the curses to be the people, right? That's my understanding. You know more about this than me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to fit the curses to be the people, right?
Yeah, you have to fit the curses, but it's not every single curse is not going to be applied at a certain period of time. All of the curses going to hit the children of Israel, but they're reciprocal, which means they happen over and over. That's why Yahweh said his judgment like a ring. All right.
Okay. So do we Black Americans fit every single curse?
Would you say we fit every single curse currently at this time? No, I mean we don't currently have yokes on our necks, so we don't fit that. But we have had.
We don't.
No, we don't currently have a yoke of iron. That is, I'm talking about a literal thing.
We don't have an actual yoke on our neck, but we the most incarcerated, targeted by the police.
Okay, I mean, and that's biblical prophecy too, that we was gonna be in jail. And who right behind us? Hispanics, right?
But this the thing. They came here for that.
That's irrelevant though, bro. It doesn't matter what they because they're still getting and you saying that all of them came here for that. That's not true, bro. You sound look, hold on. Hey, Vivo, let me say this, bro. You're trying to paint all of the Hispanic brothers and sisters with a wide brush, saying that that's what they came here for. You can't say that. You don't know what every single family came here for.
No, when I say they came here for that, right? If that happened to them, they not being targeted. They don't got no problems in America. But if that's what you're saying, they came here. That was better than what they had.
That's not, bro. But that's not true, bro. I know you may not think you see it, bro, but I see it all the time. And I'm gonna do this for you too after we talk. I'm gonna start doing more videos on the Northern Kingdom oppression and their stats, right? Just to show you, man. I watched numerous videos of them getting harassed, just like us, stopped in a neighborhood. Bro, just driving through his neighborhood on his way to his dad's house, right? Out there in California, I believe it was, right? Got stopped and harassed in his neighborhood. Told him like my dad lived right up the street, allegedly for having a tail light out. I mean, the exact same thing that happened.
Is it because this white police officer sees that he's a Latino, or is it for something else? Is it like because we've been targeted we've been systematically targeted,
and they've been systematically targeted too. What I'm saying is,
is they coming here for systematic targeting.
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say they come here to be targeted? That doesn't.
They have a homeland, right? You saying that these 12 tribes, right? Y'all name them by name, right? Mm-hmm. They came here from somewhere else, where they had their own land, own culture, own everything. They fucked it up over there. They fucked it up. Ain't nobody fucked it up for them. They didn't build it. They didn't do nothing. They didn't grow it.
What do you mean? Hold on. Wait a second. Because according to biblical prophecy, right? The lost 12 tribes, they came over here to a land where no one dwelled after they were taken captive by the king of Assyria.
But that's not their logic. Maybe they don't know what's going on.
We can't go off of what they say because they don't know all of their history. Just like you didn't know all your history before somebody taught you.
Okay, well, this is what they tell me, that we're the Taínos, we're the Aztecs, they do
go back to the Taínos. That's what they were called, the indigenous of this land. But they can't. But look. That's what they were called when they were over here, right? But how did they get here, right?
How did they get here? Okay, that's interesting. All right, now how did they get here?
I'm telling you, right? If you look up asterisk, right, in the Jewish dictionary, right, it says that's America. You tie that with Second Ezra, I believe that's chapter 14, that talks about the lost 10 tribes and what happened to them after they left. After they were let free from their captivity in Assyria. It says that they came to a land called Ashtoreth, right? That no man had ever dwelt. Right? And there, you know what I'm saying?
Were they brought here, or how did they get here?
It says that they decided to come here and that the Lord helped them get here. That's what it tells you in Second Ezra.
What I'm saying is like, how does the logistics of that work? How did they get here?
What do you mean? They took ships and they navigated.
Okay, all right, I'm with you. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna look this stuff up. I'm just wondering what am I looking for? Am I looking for they came here on a slave ship? or am I looking for they came here on their own? Did they walk across the Bering Strait? That's
I mean,
what I'm.
that's what conventional history says, but that's
Right.
not true.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
All right.
That they came that they all walked across the Bering Straits. And how they get to all of the rest of the islands?
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right, yeah, they had it. I know
That
they
don't
ain't
make
slid
sense.
from Mexico or some shit or from Florida or something. Yeah,
I mean, that
yeah,
don't make
I mean,
sense, man. It's because they took ships, and I mean, the different tribes. I mean, they stopped and they started to move around different places and inhabiting this land in the west. These lands in the Western Hemisphere called the Americas.
okay, all
That's
right,
how they got here. And yes, they go back to they go back to the Taino Indians, right? And Indian, right, is a misnomer, which in Spanish is Indios, which means in God.
okay, okay,
All right, because we know that. No, I mean, and look, if you read Christopher Columbus' journals, right, which I've read, he said when he came over here, he described them. He said they had skin like bronze. They was
okay,
beautiful. All right.
okay.
And look,
Now,
you say people talk about their long hair, but you can read. Remember, we're 12 tribes. All right. And first of all, there ain't no nation on earth that's homogenous where everybody look exactly alike. All right. You got variations. Even within our people, we don't all look exactly alike.
yeah, but we do kind of share a similar phenotype. That's part of what make us a people. That we do kind of share. I know what you're saying. We're not gonna look.
I'm not disagreeing with
Okay,
that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that our tribe is not homogenous. You know, it's 12 brothers. They all had tribes. They all mixed differently. And you can read in the scriptures, right? Like in I believe that's in Solomon, right? When he talks about his wife, which she's from the tribe of Issachar, right? It says that she had hair like a goat,
okay.
right? Then she
Yeah.
had long hair. So everybody ain't have kinky hair. That's not how it is. All right. And
Okay.
then
So my
also,
thing is this. My thing is this. Right. You know, like my thing is this. You know, we don't see these teachings that y'all teaching. For me, this my thing. This is a Black American thing. You know, yeah, they cosplay us. They mimic what we do. You can find some of them that will agree with what you're saying, but we don't see this in their homeland. We don't see them talking like this in their homeland, and we should though. We should because there's more of them there. So my thing has always been, what do they got to come here to learn that? Do they got to come here to be part of the 12 tribes? We don't see this in their homelands. We don't see these like me personally, right? I
well,
live
when
in
you
Cleveland,
read the
Ohio.
script, when you read the scriptures, when you read like Daniel is talking about a specific kingdom. He's talking about the four beasts, Babylon. Babylon is America. So a lot of those judgments that you read, they can find here in Babylon, right? Because Babylon gonna get destroyed. America was gonna get destroyed.
So so what do they have to come here and then be part of the 12 tribes? Like that's what.
No, I'm not. I didn't know. I didn't say that.
Oh,
I said
what?
earlier that a lot of them are coming here because a lot of them going to get judged here. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
but okay. When the destruction comes, what's going to happen to Venezuela? What's the prophecy on that? What's going to happen to Argentina?
The Lord. You remember in Isaiah says the Lord after the judgment, the Lord is going to we're going to still gather all of the rest of the outskirts of all of the outcasts of Israel who name written in the Lamb Book of Life.
Okay, but
All
I
right,
mean,
and
are
it's
they
not all, and not everybody who lives in Venezuela is an Israelite. All right, you
right?
have to go back to the end. You have to go back on your father's side to the indigenous. All right, a lot of the, I mean, there's going to be it's a lot of
But
Edomites in there too.
yeah, but I'm pretty sure like why they not waking it up in Venezuela? How it's like me? I live in Cleveland, Ohio, right? Now I stop and talk to y'all on the street. You know what I'm saying? I know most of the camps in Cleveland. These niggas don't even know each other. Like they don't even know each other. I mean, like they
What do you
preaching the
mean? What do
same
you
stuff.
mean when you say that they don't know each other?
They don't know each other. Like they don't know. Like I'll be like I was around on West 12th and I was talking to one of the camps. He's like, what's the name of the camp? I'm like, the camp was the dudes that wear the purple. Oh, for real? They over there? They don't know. They don't know each other. What I'm saying is this, right? I'll be all over America. I'm a truck driver. So if I see somebody out there preaching, I'll stop and listen.
Okay, hey, I'm gonna stop here because we've been talking a while.
Okay.
But look. Before we go, right? Look, you're talking about a bunch of anecdotal evidence, what you see. You can't base it all on for what you see, right? All right. Go to our brothers over at the Sakar. They got a whole breakdown on the Northern Kingdom, right? Showing artifacts, you know what I'm saying, going into their culture, right? Talking about the Decalogues that was found on Native American land, and also down where it's heavy Hispanics too, so-called Hispanics, right? And these are the 10 commandments, right? It's a mezuzah, right? What you would put on your tent, like the commandments you would put on your house that you commanded to, right? Written in a script that's very similar to the ancient Paleo-Hebrew. Why would they be doing that? We have to answer these questions. And you got the most Hebrew artifacts here, in the second most in the world Hebrew artifacts. Not to mention Puerto Rico got a grip of them. All right. Why do they have Hebrew artifacts in these writings? Right? Okay. And then secondly, you got to, last thing, I'm going to pull up my screen and I want you to look at this, right? And think about this too, right? Let me share my screen, right? We also have to answer, because this biblical prophecy, right? Where then, if you don't believe that they're the Northern Kingdom, then where the fuck is the Northern Kingdom at? We can't all be the Northern Kingdom. Right? We gotta find out where they at, because the biblical prophecy, right? Watch this. It say that the Israelites, what's gonna happen to them, right? So this Jeremiah 50:1. It says the word of the Lord spoke against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations, and publish, and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. Say, Babylon is taken. Baal is confounded. Mordok is broken in pieces. Her idols are confounded. Her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north, right, the north country, cometh up a nation against her, right, which shall make her desolate. Was Babylon made desolate during after their time? I'm talking about the first beast.
Yeah.
No.
Babylon.
If you look, you can go to Babylon, right? You can go and tour ancient Babylon right now, and they didn't even have a fight in war. They basically, the king of Babylon surrendered to the Persian Medes.
Babylon's not desolate. The city of Babylon, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it says that. Look, it says, "We shall make her desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast." You can go right now there. There are people who dwell in ancient Babylon
today.
Today, yes.
Babylon was left in ruins, but that's my understanding.
Bro, that's after everybody who left and stuff like that. No, it wasn't, because you can look it up in history that they didn't even fight. The Persian Medes did not leave them come up and leave that land desolate. The Persian Medes didn't do that.
Oh, okay. Okay,
brother. He didn't, bro. I mean, that's a fact.
I appreciate your time, though. I appreciate your time.
But hold on. Let me finish this, though.
Go ahead.
It says, "And none shall dwell therein. They shall remove, they shall depart, both man and beast. In those days and in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come," right? The children of Judah together, right? So it's the northern kingdom, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah, the southern kingdom, going and weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord their God, right? Next verse, right? Last verse. All right. Salakia. That's not. I'm gonna leave it there, right? I think let me see if I can just get it real quick for you. I know that's in Jeremiah too. Salakia, I spelled that all wrong. Right. Oh, kind of just need to go down a little bit more. All right, verse 33, right? It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captive, held them fast, and refused to let them go. When did this happen?
That's never happened. If you're talking about my people were never oppressed with no Puerto Ricans, with no Mexicans, with no Argentinians, with no Venezuelans, with no Guatemalans. Never. We were never oppressed with them. This ain't
that's not really what I'm asking you. I'm asking you when in history, right, was the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom oppressed together?
I think I just answered it. If you saying that my people, Black Americans,
I'm not talking about from that understanding, right? I'm just saying.
Well, I don't know. Then that's my understanding. Now
what I'm gonna tell you. Okay, Khan, that's good. Okay. All right, that's fine. Is that they were never oppressed together, right? Not in Babylon, not in Persia, not in the Greco-Roman, not in the Roman beast, the first part of the Roman beast, or the fourth beast. They weren't oppressed together. It's not until the second part, right, of the prophecy of that fourth beast are they oppressed together in the end times.
So what you saying is not yet?
It's now in the end times they oppressed together. That's what it got to be, because they were never oppressed together at any other time.
Thank you.
I find that in the Bible. That would have to mean in the last days.
Either, brother. I gotta push back. I don't want to mess your state. I know you was teaching and everything, but I gotta push back. This ain't no oppression for them. This ain't no oppression for them.
Hold on, bro. Wait a second. How could they not be? How can you not be oppressed when your land got completely taken from you? More of y'all got murdered than anybody else. They had the biggest genocide of them in history.
They doing that to themselves, brother.
No, they didn't. They didn't do that to the bro. Okay.
Let me say this. Can I say this?
No, but hold on. Okay. I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say, but you can't say that they came and they killed themselves. That's what you're saying? Where you getting this information from? I've never heard this.
What I'm saying is this. They come in flooding the border and all that shit now.
That's not what I'm talking about, bro. I'm talking about the slaughter of the Native Americans and the indigenous, right? And them being
but you gotta add the Latinos too.
That's what I'm talking about. The indigenous, the Latino, they're the same people.
Well, then that's what I'm talking about. They flooding the border. That's who you think at the border,
what you said that they haven't been oppressed. Yes, they have. They don't have all of their land taken from them, and more of them got killed. It's estimated that 100 million of them died during that genocide.
Okay, bro. I appreciate you letting me speak, though, bro. Is
that not true?
In what genocide are you talking about?
How did the white man take hold of this land?
He took it.
By how? He just asked and they gave it up?
But no, when you say that we're oppressed together, let's stop moving the goalposts. Like, I don't want to move the goalposts. When you say that we're being oppressed together now,
at the same time,
I'm talking about right now. I'm not talking about when you said, I want to keep it on the original point. You said that we are being oppressed together right now. I'm saying that there ain't no oppression for them.
Yes, absolutely, we being oppressed. Our Native American brother, they got to wake up on a reservation. They got the highest alcohol and drug rates than anybody. Go see how they living on the reservations. You shaking your head. Do you know how they living?
I'm a truck driver, bro. I've been to reservations up in North Dakota and all that.
Do you know how they're living on the reservations?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yes.
It's good. What?
Brother, I'm a truck driver. I've been all through there, bro. They got casinos and all types of shit.
Do they own the casinos? No.
Yeah, okay, brother. All right, the tribes own the casinos.
No, they do not.
All up in New York, all that shit. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You know, hey, brother, I'm just telling you.
They are employees. And by the way, I'm gonna pull the stats up too after you get off and show that they lead in alcoholism, drug addiction. Not only that, women getting kidnapped. I just watched a documentary on the sex trade that go on with them. Right? It ain't just us getting kidnapped and sold in the sex trade. They suffering on the reservations. They gotta wake up every day in Montana, wherever that monument is at, and look at their oppressor every day. Bro, they're not living in a good they're not living in a good condition. Hey, but look,
okay.
Look, I understand what you saying, all right, where you coming from, but you're only speaking about what you see, all right? And you can't take only what you see, because that's anecdotal, and then try to apply that and be like, oh, well, I don't feel like they're getting oppressed together, right? I don't feel like they're getting oppressed like us. But when I look at all of the matrix that show oppression, right, incarceration, drug use, right, you know what I'm saying, all of that type stuff, who's 1, 2, and 3? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
All right, brother. I know where you're coming from with that, but what I can only say what I see. I can't speak for nobody else. I got my own eyes, my own experience. What I'm saying,
and you can only speak, and you're only speaking to your own experience, and you can't do that, right? The Most High ain't don't judge just based on your individual experience either, right? He judged nations.
What I'm saying is this, brother. This is how I came to this conclusion, bro. They come in here, so it's like you only speaking about America. If these people are from
They're not all coming, but bro, you make it seem like all of the Native Americans and the Hispanics, like they all just coming here. What about them that were already here and had their land stolen? What about Mexico?
Okay,
California was Mexico, Arizona, New Mexico.
They sold it.
That's all they land.
They sold it.
All that shit taken from them.
No, it hasn't been taken. They sold that. That's history.
Bro, they went in the false treaty. You don't look, bro. Sometimes they went in the false treaties with them that they didn't honor and they didn't keep. All right, and they didn't sell it. When these land purchases, that's what was with the French and with the Spaniards. All right, that wasn't with the indigenous people. Stop that, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay, bro. All right.
They didn't sell. How could they sell land, bro? The indigenous people wasn't trying to make no treaty to sell no land. They were trying to kill a lot of these Edomites too.
People don't care about no land, bro. These Mexicans and all that, all of them ain't. All of them. Some of them is indigenous Mexicans at the border running up.
Nobody said no. Look, bro.
All right, so
we don't say all of them.
People like that, bro. This my thing. They like that, bro. They don't care about none of that type of shit. They don't care about their homelands. None of that. They ran over here. You can't. How
do you know that they don't care? You talk to every single Mexican.
Man, listen. I can only watch your actions, brother. If you care about something,
but you just said that they don't care. I asked you how you know, and you said, well, because I observed some of their actions. That's anecdotal.
I observed their actions. If you care about something, when you care about your house, right? You go back home to your house every night. You take care of it. You clean it. You don't abandon it.
I understand what you're saying, and I've observed, right? And like I told you, I'm gonna show you, right? I'm gonna show you that they get oppressed, they getting oppressed, they get called shit just as much as us, bro.
They not being oppressed, bro.
Just because you allegedly don't see it. Where you grow up at?
Cleveland, Ohio. America is a come up.
In Cleveland, Ohio, right? In the area you live in, it's not even densely populated with so-called black people if you look at the map. But wait a second. Let me finish, bro. Before you go off. If you look at the map where black people are most densely populated, it's actually in the southeast, bro. All right? Okay? You see what I'm saying?
Let me say this though. Cleveland, Ohio is one of the most blackest cities in the nation.
I understand. I understand that.
The neighborhood I grew up in was 99.9% black Americans.
Right. So you seeing everything from your point of view, right?
No, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this, brother. America ain't no oppression for them. It's a come up for them. It's a come up for them. They ain't at the border to come get oppressed. So that's the hole in your story. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? How's that a hole in my story?
Because if you're gonna preach that these people are God's
what's cooking?
Tell me about them in their homeland. That's what I'm talking about.
We've already told you.
That.
I mean, they got
tell
a massive
because they down there fighting over.
Hold on, bro. And they're in a lot of their homelands, as you know, that's why they come. I mean, a lot of them are so-called because they've been sold the American dream. That's propaganda, right? That you can come here for a better life, right? And a lot of them find out when they come here, ain't really no better life for them. You know what I'm saying? You act like Hispanic people are at the top of the fucking food chain here. Native Americans at the top of the food chain. They're not, and you know
Black
that.
people are top of the food chain.
You sitting up here shaking.
Bro,
Hold on,
you got
I gotta
a troll
do.
on your stage now. You got a straight troll. This
What?
ape guy is a straight troll. This guy you just let on the stage.
Yeah, he a straight troll. He a flunky. I'm about to deal with
How
him.
am I a troll? What's wrong?
He a flunky.
black.
I'm gonna deal with him in a second, man.
Bro, no,
Hey, look,
I'm
man,
a
it's nice
black.
talking to you, bro.
Okay,
it's nice talking
bro.
to you, bro. I'm gonna deal with this flunky right quick, bro. But anytime you on the live and you want to come up and just build more, that's fine. Sure. And look, hit that email right there too, because we can talk offline. All right.